Cuba's son and now the Bronx's very own Dayramir Gonzalez, pianist, composer, arranger, and producer, serenaded a full house with his Afro Cuban jazz sound infused with a little rock and pop. The musician, who's been in residency at Ideal Glass, an international art collective in the East Village, which hosts artists from around the world and locally, celebrated the release of his latest album, The Grand Concourse.
I can't really believe that I'm here tonight with all of you. June 21st, 2018, finally doing the album release of this project.
The album, which was released on March 2nd, was rated 4.5 stars by music magazine Downbeat. This album differs from his first album, which tells the story of a young Cuban boy growing up in Havana, while his latest release, The Grand Concourse, tells the story of a journey, his journey from Havana to New York.
This one is an album that is more mature. It's an album that I have 6 years in the United States, speaking this language, English language.
And the artist specifically gives a shout out to the Bronx, where he made his home.
The whole community of the Bronx really embraced me a lot when I came here to New York. The Bronx has been something that I have been always appreciating since I moved here to New York.
The concert brought out fellow artists as well as curious music lovers.
It's been an eclectic experience, just vibing with the different rhythms and different styles of music, the Cuban influence and also the African influence undertones in the music. It just brought me to another place.
I love this arrangement. I love the difference. There was a different flavor in the jazz, Latin jazz.
The composer, who started playing piano at 8 and was a professional musician by the age of 16, was inspired by his father, Fabian Gonzalez, who was an Afro-Cuban jazz trumpeter, and Chucho Valdez, a Cuban pianist, composer, and band leader. All the chapters in his life have inspired his music, and like his other works, Dayramir drew inspiration for the Grand Concourse from the world around him.
I get inspired by anything that I think that is worth talking about musical-wise. So, for example, my wife is a big inspiration. My kid, the world is really in a very chaos right now. You know, I take spices from that to put into my music. I'm very personal, seeing like my brother passing. You know, and somehow I'm something that anything that I can be worth talking about it, I always find a way to make a musical work.
The Grand Concourse touches on relationships and the human condition, and of course politics, with one of the tracks on the album being dedicated to the dreamers.
Moving forward is something that I did dedicated to somehow people, immigrants in this case, or dreamers, who are never afraid to somehow come to a new place, leave everything behind, and just start all over again.
What I'm trying to do is to make a type of music that, even though musicians say that it's very philosophical and very technical, strong, you can continue to groove, you can continue to move your shoulders, and you have fun.
The Grand Concourse can be found for purchase online. Reporting for BronxNet, I'm Naomi Yane.